start off with this. 8.5 is about quadratic inequalities and other nonlinear inequalities. A quadratic equality is something like this. A quadratic expression less than 0 for which values of x is that true. Now, okay, the trick here is to factor the quadratic. This x squared minus 5x plus 4, that factors the x minus 4 times x minus 1. That is supposed to be less than 0. Then we make what the book calls a sign graph, which tells where the quadratic is positive, where it's 0, and where it's negative. So for example, at x equal to 4, this factor is a 4 and you get a 0. At x equal 1, this factor is 0. Sorry, not 4 is 0. Then you get a 0. So at 1 it's 0, at 4 it's 0. Above 4, these are both positive, and plus times plus is plus. Below 4 but above 1, this first factor is negative, the second factor is positive, and negative times positive is negative. Below 1, they're both negative, and negative times negative is plus. So it goes from plus to 0 to minus to 0 to plus. Then ask, when is it less than 0? Well, what was that? Did a cow get out of the Zoom session? Anyhow, not less than here where it's positive. It's not less than here where it's 0. Here it is less than 0. Here it's not less than 0. Here it's not less than 0. And so the solution set is all the points in this region here, above 1 and below 4. It's the interval 1 to 4. And that's the routine we'll go to solve all these. And there'll be other types of inequalities like with quartic, cubic, quartic, or reciprocal factors. And there we'll get much the same thing happening. There might be infinity points as well as 0 points. All right, so here we're solving a different kind of inequality, a nonlinear inequality because it has an x minus 3 in the denominator. Okay, so here we have this is greater than 0. Factor the numerator, x plus 2 times x minus 1 all over x minus 3. When is that greater than 0? Well, at negative 2, it's 0. At 1, the expression is 0. At 3, the expression is infinity. And then we figure out where it's positive and where it's negative. Above 3, these are all positive. Plus plus over plus is plus. Below 3 and above 1, plus, plus, and minus. Plus plus over minus is minus. Below 1 and 3, but above negative 2, it's plus minus over minus, which is plus. And below negative 2, it's minus minus over minus, which is minus. So it goes from minus to 0 to plus to 0 to minus through infinity to plus. Where is it greater than 0? Well, not here where it's negative. Not here where it is 0. Yes, here where it's positive. Not here where it's 0. Not here where it's negative. Not here where it's infinite. But yes, here where it's positive. So it's positive in this region here from negative 2 to negative 1. And in this region here from 3 on to infinity. So negative 2 less than x less than 1 or 3 less than x. Or in other words, the interval negative 2 to 1 union the interval 3 to infinity. Now here we have expressions on both sides of the inequality sign. And you might be tempted to transpose the x plus 1 and the x plus 4, but then you'd be multiplying by an expression. And when you multiply by an expression, by a negative, the inequality sign will reverse. You don't want to do that. So what we'll do is we'll use plus and minus to transpose this to the left. We subtract 1 over x plus 1 from both sides. So here we get an expression, and that is compared to 0. And okay, this difference, you can do a bit of rational arithmetic. X times x minus 1 minus 1 times x plus 4 over the product x plus 4 times x plus 1. And the numerator, after we do a little bit of calculation, is x squared minus 4. That over x plus 4x minus 1 is less than or equal to 0. This factors into this. X plus 2 times x minus 2 all over x plus 4 times x plus 1 is less than or equal to 0. Now, all right, it has transition points at negative 4, at -1, at -2, and at +1. At -4, we're dividing by 0, so the result is infinite. At -2, it's a 0 in the numerator, so the result is 0. At -1, we're dividing by 0, so the result is infinite. And at +2, this is 0. Sorry, this should have been a negative. This is 0, and so you get a 0. And okay, above 2, plus over plus is plus. and in general, it alternates. Plus to minus to plus to minus to plus. If these were squared, then you might not have an alternate. You wouldn't have an alternation. You might go from plus to plus or from minus to minus. But here it alternates. So okay, where is it less than or equal to 0? Now I'll note the equals. So we may have some square brackets. Here, no, it's positive. Here it's infinity, no. Here it's negative, yes. Here it's 0 at -2 itself, yes. Here it's positive, no. Here it's infinite, no. Here it's negative, yes. Here it's 0, yes. Here it's positive, no. So the region, so the inequality fits in this region here, not including -4, but yes, including -2. So this half open interval, not including a -1, but everything up to and yes, including the 2. So this half an open interval from -1 to 2. So open bracket -4 to 2 square bracket union, open bracket -1 to 2 square bracket. This is the solution in interval notation. And here we go. Solve this one. X squared minus 8x plus 15 greater than 0 for which x? Well, we factored this on the left. X minus 3 times x minus 5, that's greater than 0. Okay, each of these, this expression is 0 at 3 and at 5. At 3 and at 5, it's 0. Above 5, it's plus times plus, which is plus. Below 5 and above 3, it's plus times minus, which is minus. Below 3, it's minus times minus, which is plus. So it's plus the 0 to minus, the 0 to plus. Where is it greater than 0? Yes, here, not here, not here, not here, yes, here. So less than 3 or bigger than 5. So minus 3, infinity to 3, union 5 to infinity is the solution. Here I have x squared plus x less than or equal to 12. So first we have to transpose the 12. And then factor x squared plus x minus 12. That's x plus 4 times x minus 3. When is it less than or equal to 0? Well, it's 0 at -4. It's 0 at 3. Above 3, plus times plus is plus. Below 3 and above -4, it's plus times minus is plus. Below -4, it's minus times minus, which is plus. So plus the 0 to minus the 0 to plus. When is it less than or equal to 0? Not here. Yes, here, yes, here, yes, here, not here. So everything from here to here, between -4 and -3 inclusive, the closed interval from -4 to 3. There's the answer. One over x minus 2. Well, again, we have to subtract to make sure that the order sign isn't reversed. So 1/2 minus 2 is less than 0. This translates into 1 minus 2x over x is less than 0. All right, things get a little tricky at this point. It's infinity at 0. And this is it's 0 when this numerator is 0, which is at 1/2. Now above 1/2, watch out, the negative 2x means that it's declining. So above 1/2, this numerator is negative. The denominator is positive. So negative over positive is negative. Below 1/2, this numerator is positive over a positive denominator, plus over plus is plus. Below 0, it's plus over minus, which is minus. So minus to infinity to plus to 0 to minus. When is it less than 0? Yes, here below 0. No, here between 0 and 1/2. Yes, here above 1/2. So everything less than 0, everything greater than 1/2. Minus infinity to 0, union 1/2 to infinity is the solution. Here we have x squared minus x minus 12 over x minus 1 less than 0. Okay, factor the numerator. X minus 4 times x plus 3. All that over x minus 1 less than 0. Okay, this has critical points, they're called, at 1, at 4, and at negative 3. At 4 and at negative 3, the numerator is 0. Oh dear, I should change things around a bit. 27, 855, couple mistakes. Honk again. 0 at negative 3. This is a mistake. This should be a 0 here, and this should be an infinity here. All right, when is it and again, we can go through the cases and find that it's positive 0, minus 0, positive infinity. Well, 0, negative. When is it less than 0? Yes, here. Not here. Yes, here, not here. So everything less than 3 or between 1 and 4. Negative infinity to 3, union 1 to 4. I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to change that in the Canvas notes. Oh, right. And for that, I get honked. All right, here we go. 3 over x minus 2 is less than 4 over x. Here again, we'll have to subtract rather than do any cross multiplying to preserve the inequality. 3 over x minus 2 minus 4 over x. Do some fraction arithmetic. We get negative x plus 8 over x plus 2 minus 2 times x, less than 0. All right, it's 0 at x equals 8. It's infinity when x equals 0 or 2. And the trickiness is that above 8, this is minus x plus 8 means it's decreasing, so it's a negative above 8. So above 8, it's negative over plus plus, which is negative. Okay, below 8, it's plus over plus plus, which is plus. Below 2, it's plus over minus plus, which is minus. Below 0, it's plus over minus minus, which is plus. And so they ask, we ask, when is it less than 0? Not here where it's plus, not here where it's infinite. Yes, here between 0 and 2. Not here between 2 and 8. And yes, here above 8. So everything between 0 and 2 or above 8. 0 to 2, union 8 to infinity. Now here we have 2x minus 3 over 8, 3x plus 1. When is it less than 0? Okay, the numerator is 0 at 3 halves. So it's 0 at 3 halves. The denominator is 0 at negative a third. And then dividing by 0 gives you an infinity. And again, above 3 halves, it's plus over plus, which is plus. Below 3 halves, but above negative a third, it's minus over plus, which is minus. Below both, it's negative over negative, which is plus. When is it less than 0? Not here, where it's plus. Not here, where it's infinite. Yes, here, between these two values. Not here, where it's 0. Not here, where it's plus. So the answer is between negative a third and 3 halves exclusive. Round bracket, negative a third to 3 halves round bracket. And we have completed our work.